Hey guys, how's it going? I wanted to do another quick video for you. I felt like this might help some people that are trying to decide if they're going to move to Colombia, or if maybe they just want to come for a certain extended amount of time, because I got a situation going on I got to handle because I was working remote for over 10 months and I was going back and forth to Colombia successfully with no problems. I did have one time my company, the security team said, it shows you're in Israel. And I'm like, Israel? I was like, I had to tell them I was in Colombia. I was using this thing here. It's a global wireless router. So I had my internet, and I'm not going to talk too much about that. I'll leave it in the description because it's up to you if it's something that worked for you. But I don't know if it was the VPN I was using, but it basically put me out of the United States. And maybe I should have done something to make sure the VPN was in the United States. So Talk Security, he was asking me a lot of questions, really interested in how I was doing it. I said, it's going to be a problem. He was like, no. Because at the time I was coming back to the United States and pretty quick. I think he asked, when are you going to be back? And I think it was 2 or 3 weeks. Fast forward March 22. And I mean, I'm doing crazy things, y'all, with the, working remote. I'm on vacation in San Andres on my honeymoon, working, and I'm telling you, like, when I was back in the United States, I was driving Grubhub, I was doing all kinds of stuff, and it's basically, it was a job that was kind of slow, so I did my job and handled it, and I was doing other things, and that global router gave me that access, and I had my laptop and got everything taken care of. But back to fast forward to March, when they said, we did an audit and we showed you were working from Colombia. And I was like, yeah, I had talked to security before, and they said it's not a problem. They're like, who did you talk to? I was like, I don't know. It's in my probably my Microsoft Teams or whatever. But after I figured out I was in trouble, I was like, I'm not trying to get somebody else to lose their job. Like, who was it? And I was like, yeah, I don't know. You'd have to look there, and I don't think it was nothing there no more for them to see. So they gave me a choice to return to the United States within 2 weeks, quit, or they're gonna fire me. So basically, I'm still in Colombia. So you know how that turned out. So what I wanted to tell you guys is, after the fact, I'm searching for stuff. You know, I have some money, definitely searching for stuff, right? And you see all this stuff online on YouTube talking about international jobs, remote, you can work anywhere in the world and all this stuff. And I want to tell you, do not make your plans based on what you see online, because what you'll see is people are getting a ton of views. They'll show you a video of a company that's hiring, and they're basically saying, you can work at this company and $50,000 a year, and you can work out of the country anywhere you want to work from. It's not true, because the companies, what I'm seeing here, you would not believe. And I'm on LinkedIn. I'm not on just like any crazy sites, but in all these, I'm not going to name a whole bunch of sites that you can't really get jobs on. If you're not already on there, you're basically so far down the totem pole, you won't be able to survive. So even on LinkedIn, when it says you apply for a job and it says who is in the competition, I think you might have to have the professional LinkedIn. And you have people with 4-year bachelor degrees applying for jobs that are making less than $10 an hour. And it says who you're up against. I have a 2-year degree, but it's from like 1997. So it says the other applicants, 53% have bachelor degrees. So here you are going for a job, trying to take care of yourself, and you end up going against somebody with a 4-year degree who's willing to work for $10 an hour to work outside the country. And what chances do you have? And here's the other thing. You see my YouTube thumbnails, you see all this stuff that I'm doing, the video editing, and I'm getting better. Obviously, I'm not professional, but still. So I'm figuring, I go offer some services on Fiverr. No, you can't, because you don't have any reviews, and you have people in other countries that are offering like basically work for $5, and you really can't just break in and make a living with that either. So basically this video is about, do not listen to YouTube that you can move out of the country. I did it basically on a chance that maybe it was legal for me to work out of the country. And so now that it's not, I know the main thing that people do is teach English, and that's to kids in different countries. I'm also finding out that they are looking for people with 4-year degrees and with teaching experience and this certificate that they have. So I have access to some things that I can stay here longer. I have connections in Las Vegas if I need to return. But that's not the plan. That is not the plan. I'm not trying to go back. I wanted to give you guys that update and just let you know. Make sure that you have a solid plan, a company that definitely is like okay with you working in Colombia. Because even the jobs, like, okay, you'll see people talk about, oh, appin.com. And you go on there and they offer you like $4 for a task. And it's like, or some company where you buy stuff and get reimbursed, this stuff that, and you never really get to the other offers. So there's people that have been there for a long time that already got pretty much, they get everything first, all the micro tasks, all the part-time jobs. So all the companies that are like that are full. And then a lot of the language companies are actually not hiring anymore because there's so many people doing it. I think there's so many people that are probably trying to move out of the country. It's just kind of a growing trend, especially the way that things are in the States right now with inflation and everything. So I think that's going to continue, and you just got to have your plan together. Amazon, for example, hires in Colombia for remote work, and the same job that they pay for $3,000 a month, I think customer service in the United States, they're paying in Colombia $1,000 a month. So I could do that, but when you're paying for immigration and still have a few things going on back in the United States, that's not going to work. So I want to tell you guys what's going on. I'm going to leave some links to my Fiverr gigs if anybody wants to use any of my services or just wants to use Fiverr. Now, also a thing that I recommend looking into is Amazon affiliate and stuff like that. It still takes some time to get that stuff going. You got to already have your feet in the game for that one. I'll be looking and letting you guys know what I come up with and what my final solution is to this problem. You'll see, I'm gonna put in the links, the stuff that I'm doing, and you can check it out. All this stuff on YouTube, talking about remote jobs, international and all that stuff, 200,000 views for something with 2 positions. And so it's selling false hope, which I'm not gonna do. I'm gonna keep it real. That's how I do and that's how I live. And I trust in God that everything's gonna work out for me. So definitely I'm gonna let you know how this turns out. Okay, you guys take care.